Hello everybody, welcome to this presentation where the Instructional Technology Coordinators here in the School District of Waukesha are going to walk you through Blackboard Ultra and its role as we move forward with Blackboard Ultra in the School District of Waukesha. So this summer, in the summer of 2023, we began to look at our learning management systems to better understand how we would move forward with the announcement that Blackboard Learn Classic would be at an end-of-life state within the next year. And so we had to make some decisions about what was going to be the right tool for us. And after quite a bit of searching and researching and trying to understand our history with Blackboard Classic, we've come to the decision that we'll be moving forward with Blackboard Ultra. This is the next generation of Blackboard's learning management system. Our decision was rooted in the idea that we have a long history with the product. This will make moving our content much more simplified as we look at 18 years of content that needs to be moved to the next platform. Also, it helps us because we won't need to redevelop tools that we've developed over the last 18 years in our relationship with Blackboard Classic. The other things we looked at were some of the product features and developments happening in Blackboard Ultra. The product, from our perspective, offers everything its closest comparable competitors offer, as we looked at things like Canvas, Schoology, and other tools. But additionally, this platform is in active development, meaning that Anthology, the owner of Blackboard, are actively putting money into developing new tools. And with the AI revolution underway, we realize that Blackboard Ultra is going to showcase a lot of these tools in its core development. And we think this is going to have a long-term benefit for the School District of Waukesha. One of the things that we said in the summer of 2023 was that we were going to be looking for some specific features that Blackboard would need to develop yet in their platform. We were really making sure that they were committed to development. And we're proud to say that these tools have been added to the development of the Blackboard Ultra platform. Things like the ability to embed Google Docs and maintain a Google Doc format. The connection between Google Drive accounts so that we can easily bring things in from our Google Docs accounts. An increase in the visual appeal and easier navigation with visual images in the Unsplash pages included. Simple things like drag and drop image resizing. And the ability for us to organize content in a variety of levels, with up to 4 levels of foldering now being supported by Blackboard Ultra. Again, we were happy to say that these were the requests that we had, and they were all development features that were added, showing that this is in an active development phase for the company.
The transition to Ultra will be multi-phase. Phase 1 will include a move to base navigation. Base navigation just makes everything look new and refreshed. This phase of the transition will happen first, and we are planning for this phase of the transition to happen on January 20th. So everyone will see a new and improved kind of look and feel of Blackboard Ultra.
So this is the base navigation page in Blackboard Learn, or that classic Blackboard. When you log into Blackboard, this is what you see. When we make that transition to base navigation, your Blackboard page will transition to look like this or like this. This is the Ultra base navigation view.
Essentially, in this phase, most of our courses will remain untouched. There will be some slight kind of tweaks that may need to be made by teachers to continue to use their courses, but for the most part, you'll just see that kind of facelift in how things look on your entry page into Blackboard. The second phase of the transition is really the Ultra course transition. So from February until June of 2024, we will have options for people who want to be early adopters who'd like to kind of get some training and have the ability to go back and forth between the classic look of Blackboard and the Ultra look of Blackboard. So they'll commit to doing some learning, and then they will be able to get in there and kind of navigate between the two systems. As of June 1st, 2024 through August 1st of 2025, all staff will have dual access to both Classic and Ultra Learn to prepare for the transition. What this means is that they'll be able to log in, they will be able to play around, but they'll also be able to have that safety and that kind of security of having their classes remain kind of standard as they are now. As of August 1st, 2025, all staff will have to navigate to the Ultra platform. That means all classes will have to be transitioned over into the Classic look of Blackboard. So this is what that looks like.
So as we look at that first transition, that phase 1 for base navigation, when we transfer our classes over, that landing page changes, but notice that this still looks very, very similar to what we see in Classic Learn. So this is that first phase where until June 1st, nothing here is changing. This is how it looks. After that first phase into phase 2, when we start allowing with some learning and start transitioning staff for the move to Ultra classes rather than just Learn classes, we will see that content shift to something that looks more like this.
Notice that the navigation on the side over here is significantly different inside the class. So there's no left side navigation, and everything is kind of condensed in the middle of the course. Okay. So the classes do not have that traditional look anymore of the navigation on the left-hand side. Let's take a closer look at the timeline of the key events that are going to take place. So as of today, November of 2023, we've made the decision that we are going to continue to invest in Blackboard and we are going to move to Ultra. Also, what has occurred in November of 2023 to 2024 will be the Ultra advisory group. This group is a group of people that we've kind of brought together to do some of our early testing, and we'll talk more about that later. So that group and their research is ongoing, and they're currently working on just kind of finding in the system where we might have some pain points as we plan for our transition. For the start of semester 2 for 23-24, we will be moving to base Ultra navigation, and remember that's kind of the new look and feel, but classes will remain the same. They will look like the Classic classes that we have now. Throughout that time, from the start of semester 2 until June 1st, we have opportunities for staff members who are early adopters to get some training so that they can get in there and have the ability to live both in the Classic and the Learn environments. As of June 1st, 2024, everyone in the district will have the ability to live in the dual environment, meaning that they can go in and kind of play around, but they have the safety and security of staying with their Classic courses until they're ready to fully transition. And then you can see for the start of the 24-25 school year, that will remain the same. They'll have both the ability to navigate in Classic Blackboard Learn and then Ultra Blackboard Learn. For the start of the 25 and 26 school year, everyone will need to be in Learn Ultra courses. All right, so as that timeline approaches, we've got quite a bit of runway here to make sure that we are continuing to test all of our kind of features in Blackboard to make sure everything's up and ready to make that full transition. We will also continue to work on resource development and continue to work with the company to make sure that they are meeting all of the needs of the stakeholders here in Waukesha.
Over the last few weeks, we've established and started an advisory committee to help us make those decisions so that as we move forward, we can ensure that we are giving instruction that makes sense for all of the district. Our advisory committee's group consists of instructors from various levels and various content levels across the district and have a variety of expertise in building in Blackboard so that we have experience for people who have been building in Blackboard for many, many years, as well as people who are just starting. We have very intentionally planned testing and sessions for feedback for each phase of implementation to determine what is working really efficiently and what are some areas that we might need to prepare a little bit more for. We have feedback on the whole district, professional development needs, and unforeseen roadblocks is the main goal of this advisory committee. Also, as we already mentioned, is the early adopter pathway for Ultra Learn. In order to have access to the transition courses in UltraLearn before July 1st of 2024, staff will need to participate in that mini training session that will take place virtually for about 30 to 45 minutes. After completing this session, you will have the ability to transition your course to convert it to Ultra as you see fit. This is not an immediate transition. This is that time to be able to test it out and play on your own. These will take place between February and May, between Tuesday and Thursday evenings twice a month. We will have more information forthcoming as to the exact dates when these will take place. And we are encouraging this added training because we want to make sure that we are setting up all of our district staff for success with very clear guidance on the shift in mindset that comes with building in UltraLearn.
Thank you for your time and attention. Please understand that as we undergo this major transition, you may have questions. We're working hard to give you answers and to provide ways for you to find those answers easily. It's our commitment to build a learning management system that will lead us well into the future, just as our previous learning management system has done for us in the past. Thanks for your time.